What if I told you that you're not seeing reality? And what's crazier is you don't even realize it's happening. Every single day, invisible filters are quietly shaping your world, deciding what you see, what you think, and even what you feel. Stick with me, because today we're pulling back the curtain on 10 of these powerful filters that control your perception without you ever noticing. First up, the most powerful filter of all, algorithmic feeds. Every time you scroll through TikTok, Instagram, or even YouTube, you think you're just seeing content. But you're not. You're seeing curation. An algorithm has already decided what you're in the mood for, what will hold your attention, and what will keep you on the platform longer. It studies your likes, your shares, your watch time, every tiny interaction to build a personalized reality just for you. It's not a window to the world. It's a mirror reflecting a version of you it wants you to be. It shows you more of what you already like, suddenly pushing you further down a rabbit hole you didn't even know you were in. The content isn't just served. It's strategically selected to influence your next click, your next purchase, your next thought. Next, let's talk about selective framing. When you watch the news or read an article, you assume you're getting the full story. But what you're actually getting is a carefully framed snapshot. The way a story is presented, the headline they choose, the expert they quote, the images they show massively alters your perception of the event. A protest can be framed as a brave fight for justice or a chaotic riot just by changing the camera angle and the words used. It's not objective reporting, it's narrative shaping. The information that's left out is often more important than the information that's included. By controlling the frame, media outlets can guide your emotional response and your conclusions, all while maintaining the appearance of neutrality. You're not just being informed, you're being directed. This leads us directly into our third filter, echo chambers. These are the digital spaces where your own beliefs are reflected back at you, over and over again. Social media algorithms are designed to connect you with like-minded people and content that confirms what you already think. It feels good, right? It feels like you found your tribe, like everyone agrees with you. But it's not genuine agreement. It's digital isolation. You're being shielded from opposing viewpoints, which makes it harder to understand other perspectives and easier to believe your own views are the only correct ones. Over time, this reinforces biases, deepens social divides, and can make constructive dialogue nearly impossible. You're not in a community. You're in a self-validating loop, and it's making the world seem a lot more black and white than it actually is. Now for a more visual filter, color grading. You might think the colors in a movie or a photo are just for aesthetics, but they're a powerful tool for emotional influence. Think about it. Action movies often use cool, desaturated blues and grays to create a sense of tension and grit. Romantic comedies are bathed in warm, vibrant yellows and pinks to make you feel happy and optimistic. A news report about a disaster might be tinted to look bleak and somber, while a travel vlog is bright and saturated to evoke excitement. This isn't just about making things look pretty. It's about subconsciously telling you how to feel. Your emotional response is being guided before you even process the content. It's not just aesthetics. It's emotional manipulation hiding in plain sight. Filter number 5 is one we're all familiar with, but maybe we don't realize its full impact. Facial smoothing. On apps like Instagram and Snapchat, one tap can erase pores, wrinkles, and blemishes, creating a flawless version of yourself. It seems harmless, just a bit of fun. But it's not enhancement, it's identity erasure. When we're constantly exposed to these impossibly perfect faces, our standards for beauty become warped. We start to see normal human features as flaws. This can lead to body dysmorphia, low self-esteem, and the feeling that our real selves aren't good enough. The filter doesn't just change the photo, it changes how we see ourselves and others in the real world. It erases the unique textures of our humanity and replaces them with a generic digital mask. Next, consider blurred backgrounds, or the bokeh effect. It's used everywhere, from professional photography to portrait mode on your phone. The idea is to make the subject stand out by blurring everything else. It looks great, but what are we losing in the process? We're losing context. When you blur the background, you remove the environment, the situation, the story surrounding the person or object. A smiling person could be at a wedding or in front of a disaster scene. The blurred background hides that crucial information. It's not just about creating focus. It's about deliberate omission. It isolates the subject from its reality, allowing the creator to present it in any context they choose. You're only seeing the piece of the puzzle they want you to see, while the rest of the picture is intentionally obscured. Filter number 7 operates every time you type into a search bar. Search engine bias. You think when you Google something, you're getting the most relevant, authoritative results from the entire internet. But that's not the whole truth. Search engines have their own biases. Results are influenced by your past search history, your location, the device you're on, and the search engine's own commercial interests. Certain websites are prioritized over others. Controversial topics might yield results that lean one way or another, depending on the algorithm's programming. This isn't just about showing you relevance. It's a form of control. The search engine is quietly shaping your access to information, acting as a gatekeeper that determines which knowledge is visible and which remains hidden. Let's move on to something that targets your wallet. Geo-targeted ads. You're walking down the street, and suddenly you get a notification for a 20% discount at the coffee shop you're about to pass. Coincidence? Not at all. Your phone's location data is being used to serve you hyper-relevant ads in real time. It feels convenient, but it's a powerful filter shaping your desires. These ads don't just respond to what you want. They create want. They plant ideas in your head and manufacture needs you didn't have moments before. It's not just marketing. It's behavioral manipulation. By knowing where you are and what's around you, companies can nudge you toward specific actions and purchases, turning your daily life into a landscape of commercial opportunities. Filter number 9 is platform moderation. Content moderation is presented as a necessary tool to keep online spaces safe from hate speech and harmful content. And in many cases, it is. But it can also be a filter that hides dissent. The line between protecting users and censoring unpopular opinions can be incredibly thin and is often drawn by the platforms themselves with little transparency. Posts that challenge a certain narrative, question authority, or go against the platform's commercial or political interests can be quietly downranked, demonetized, or removed entirely under vague community guidelines. It's not always about safety. Sometimes, it's a form of censorship. It creates a sanitized version of public discourse where certain ideas are amplified while others are silenced. And our final filter is the availability heuristic. This is a mental shortcut our brains use where we judge the likelihood of an event based on how easily we can recall examples of it. And what do we recall most easily? The things we see over and over in our filtered feeds. If the algorithm constantly shows you stories about crime in your city, you'll start to believe your city is much more dangerous than it actually is, regardless of the statistics. If you only see videos of people succeeding with a certain business model, you'll overestimate your own chances of success. This isn't a digital filter. It's a cognitive one, but it's supercharged by all the other filters we've discussed. Your filter reality becomes the source material for your brain's flawed judgments, creating a feedback loop that distorts your entire worldview. So there you have it. From the algorithm on your phone to the wiring in your brain, these 10 invisible filters are constantly at work, quietly curating your reality. They're not always malicious, but they are always there, shaping what you see, believe, and feel. Being aware of them is the first step towards seeing the world and yourself a little more clearly. Which of these filters surprised you the most? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I promise I read every single one. Thanks for watching, and if you want to uncover more hidden forces shaping your life, make sure to subscribe. See you in the next one.